Welcome to Fireside. Thanksgiving. Giving thanks. We welcome you. Just as you are. And all that you could be. What are our words today, team?
My word of the day is thankful.
Thank you, Will.
I'm going to go with heartfelt.
Thank you, Allison.
I'll go with loving.
Thank you, Heinz. So we are giving and receiving. So feel that, the difference between giving. Just sense it. Say the word and follow your body. Giving. What could I give? And now I'll transition it to receiving. Like you're receiving all that was giving, you're receiving. All your dreams, just receiving. Giving and receiving. Thank you.
My word for today is feelings.
Thank you, Chi.
Welcome.
What a great place to start from. Quietly powerful. Calm. This is the static. We've cleared the static. And between us, as part of Fireside in the group, it's close to neutral. As close to our authenticity as we'll get today.
I can feel that there's very special energy, today within the fireside. It's feeling very heartwarming. Yeah. Very nurturing for the heart. Good. Yeah. It's wonderful.
Thank you for being aware of what's in the present moment.
Mm.
It's very perceptive of you, Chi, to notice that. Well done.
Thank you, Will.
Yeah, thank you for sharing.
So I will remember this day for the next many Thanksgiving days. Mhm.
Isn't that giving and receiving?
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah. It's like we're playing in the field right now, in the field of life and in the field of all that is.
The field of potential possibilities.
Yes. Infinite, the field of infinity.
Mhm. And so if we think back here, we shared what is for each of us. And then as everyone shares, that opens it up into what it could be. All in one step. That's the power of together.
Mm.
That's the exponential component that so many are missing. Because it's more of a give and take your money. So now I choose to graciously receive. That as I checked my resistance, that the receiving aspect seemed to be my biggest resistance. So I went right at it, choosing to open it up. I didn't have to go into the details. Sometimes we do. Just in the choice releases all of that was hung up on the receiving. Just this time, there'll be another lesson later. That's breakthrough. That's how I work my breakthroughs. And that's the same structure we use here as a breakthroughs. Chi's voice changed from when he first said hello to his next words, just by putting attention, just by extending my heart as the invitation.
The way we can help the world and each other, you know, is to think in terms of what can we give, you know, instead of getting.
Yeah. Yeah, getting and taking, they have a cringiness to them.
Just by be open and willing to give, to share, and it can lead to all sort of good things. So
Yes. And like my trap was expecting the return.
mine too.
Yeah.
One of my old patterns. Yeah.
Rather than allow the receiving. It's like I expect it certain ways.
Mm.
Which is just trying to control creation. It's trying to control magic.
That's how we've been controlled. You know, they taken away our freedom, freedom of thought, of speak, of being, of
Whether they are or aren't, we are not aware we're doing it.
it's done on a subconscious level. It's
But do,
we
do
don't
they
know it.
take it? Do they take it, or do we give it away?
They have been
Do we give?
mastering this through centuries. You know how to control us, manipulating with us. So yeah, we with the awareness, you know, we can work our way out from the control, from the self-deception, and but it's been so massively done, you know, by those in power, you know. So yeah. But what we're doing here, we're breaking free of that paradigm. So
Mhm. Oh, breaking through.
yep.
Yeah, we're breaking through any blame
Yeah.
any judger. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, because that's it. Because the way I see it, it's like a movie, and there's good characters and bad characters, but they're all acting. But
Mm.
without the powers that be doing what they were doing or have done or whatever, like we can see them as, but also it's pushing us, and it's taking us like. If it wasn't as bad, then we wouldn't have had to step up and do what we got to do. So it's all part of it, and it's like the thing is though, there is no out there, right? So this is, if you want to talk about how we're being manipulated, it's been like being manipulated to think there's this outside thing controlling us.
Yeah. It's like,
When really there is no out there, and
Mm.
when we think, oh, they're doing that, they're doing this,
Mm.
it's like, or say for example, if we don't like someone or we like hate someone,
Mm.
then literally the only place that person exists is in us. So we like hating ourselves,
So true. Yeah.
and even like the Illuminati, like the parasitical side, it's just a reflection of us. Like
Yeah.
parasites is in us, and that's why I like to clean it out. We clean ourselves out. Cleanse
Light and dark
ourselves.
is, yeah. Light
But
and
it's
dark
like,
is,
go on.
no, I just want to say it's two sides of the same coin. Yeah. So we are both light and dark. So
Yeah.
it's all about balancing it out. Not too much dark, not too much light, and light and dark and light, and so on, like yin and yang. So when we know the tricks that the magician do, it's not magic anymore. It's
Yes, the power is in here.
Because like that's it, we give our power away when we say, oh, it's they're doing this or they've done that. Like that's an example. Do you know when they said they take our power? I said, do they take it or do we give it away? And that's why it's reclaiming and bringing our power back. Because we give our power away. Even when we go to the doctor, we give our power away, you know? So it's like bringing the power back.
yes.
And so, yes, hierarchies, so authorities and hierarchies, like those authorities for sure, it's automatically given that we grant them the power.
Mm.
We grant them power over us. We call them managers, bosses, right? A little different structure than what we're talking about here. We're talking about our automatic orientation, right? Like how we automatically do it, but we can see it, like the framework exists in the workplace. It exists in family structures. Like a child granted the parents the authority. So that's where it comes from all of us. We grant, like we listen, like so the in here, out there starts as a child. You learn it as the child.
Mm.
As a baby, you learn it.
Becomes how we orient to the world,
That's right.
to life.
Because in reality, you were in there and then you came out here. Just another perspective of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Now we're talking
It's like,
in here. You've always been in here, your
yeah,
heart.
yeah.
And like you're crying because you don't know that you're hungry. You're just you're uncomfortable. And your mother, right, learned that was you saying you're hungry. And of course, like this child, right, is hungry, doesn't have any idea. Like there's no words for this, people, right? You just like it's ridiculous that I can even explain it because there's no way we could see it in the moment. We just created it for what it was. And so if I have this feeling of hunger and something, my mom gives me the food, do you see how we relate to out there in here? But it starts with the hunger, which was always in here. I got a little bit more work to work on that. That's still clunky.
Yeah, just like me.
Mhm.
It's good
Perfect.
practice, you know.
Perfectly imperfect.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's Nanette said it. That's the practice.
Yes. So when the conversation was around authority and or hierarchical positions and giving our power away and taking our power back, for me there's a middle point with that, and that's called collaboration. And sometimes, of course, we choose not to collaborate, and that's fine, more than fine. But we can also choose to investigate and explore. Is there anything that we can find some common ground on? And what can we expand from that place?
So well said. Yeah, like Gandhi, Martin Luther King, you know, they found a common ground.
Yes.
They're not fighting against the system.
But they stood up to it.
Yeah, by being who they truly are.
Mm.
The simple march, you know, to protest against injustice and brutality, you know, what an effect it can have. Silently protesting, you know, instead of violently.
Right. The power of the masses. The power of the masses when it's focused.
Get amplified.
I can't emphasize the focus because yes, the focus to then becomes squared where it becomes to some exponential. that is acceleration, right? Accelerating is a squared function. It's an exponential function. So 2 years and nearly 30 days, we've been doing what we now call fireside. She said it, it's like, yo, just in his short time, oh, it's getting faster and faster, yet like better and better is a best word I'll use. And that is how far we get away from people that are standing still because of all the breakthroughs we have. And it can be sad for us because ultimately we see they could be and do so much more than they even realize. And so, Allison, we collaborate and we demonstrate what's possible.
Mm.
That we give demonstrations so people can find it in themselves, the change, to break through, the power to break through. And what are we breaking through? It's automatics.
Our own limitations.
Sorry, Heinz.
Our own limitations.
Thank you.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly.
Our own constrictions.
Yeah.
Yeah, self-doubt. And
Nobody else made them up for us, right? We made them all up on our own. People influenced, right? Of course, everyone played a part.
Mm.
And they probably served us at one time.
Yes, it
doesn't
did.
mean they're going to serve us for the rest of our life.
That's right. And so giving, receiving, and there's also a very powerful one of letting go.
Yeah.
Letting go.
Mm.
And for most people, it's giving and let go of any expectations of receiving. Just enjoy the miracles as they come in.
Mm. Mm. Because they too,
When you
as
look for
well.
them, when you
Yeah.
look for them.
Oh, you just, yeah, okay. But you can also, yeah. Can you, okay, yes. Sorry, Jess. You look out for them, put it that way, right? So you're willing, you're allowing, but you don't have to go and search for them because they are there. Please remind me of what I'm saying.
Yes. you're just creating neutral ground. It was example of collaborating to a better use of words.
But as I was saying it, I was thinking to myself, So what's your problem?
Where am I? Who are you?
Oh, you. Hmm. What awareness that is. I love it.
I'll share why that came. So I've spoken about this before, but I went through 2 years of dental surgery,
Oh,
and I have to go into another round of it. Is nowhere near as bad. It really isn't. But just the thought of having to have that process, be repeated again,
Ooh.
already started to, was very aware of the charge around it, right? And so all of yesterday, I kept on saying to myself, it's fine. It's going to be fine. And then eventually I thought to myself, why aren't you creating your desired outcome? Like, what's wrong with you?
Beautiful.
So that's why I was laughing at myself now,
Exactly.
Mm,
Just use our imagination.
exactly, Chi. Our wonderful, beautiful, incredible, vast, awesome imagination.
Yeah.
And the words that we use here is, and how could it be?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I
That is
love that phrase.
that is the imagination cue.
Mm-hmm.
It's the creative slingshot.
Mm-hmm. And when I was saying, that you don't have to go searching for it, it's as Will said earlier, wisdom is there. It's always there.
Yes, it is.
It's always there in the moment of now.
Yeah. Just remembering that in the moment. That's the
Mm-hmm.
challenge.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Exactly.
the awareness challenge is the thing we're always in.
Yep.
The awareness welcome to the awareness challenge.
Yeah.
I'm your host, Awareness.
Very good, Will.
Yeah.
I just heard that. The awareness challenge.
Damn, we got our game show host.
Yes, absolutely.
You could turn that into a nice fun game. Yeah.
I love it.
We'll be back after these short messages.
A few, no, from our sponsors, Will.
Sponsors, yes, that's it. And then when you get back, and we're back.
How's that to feel to play, Will?
Oh, feels good. Yeah, feels good just to let the silliness out a little bit,
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of who I am.
Be heard, be seen.
Yeah.
Appropriate, it's safe. Yeah, it's like
Let the silly Willy out.
yeah.
Me and my sister have had a lot of laughs over the years, just being silly and stuff, and kind of that, that childlike aspect of us that comes out and plays every now and then, kind of like lightens things, so things aren't so heavy.
That's right. We don't want to get rid of those parts. We just want to I was going to say train them.
there's an appropriate time, and there's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the only way to discover is to play it out, right? To play it
Yeah.
and
Test
get
the
feedback.
water.
I'm sorry.
Test the waters. Yeah.
Yeah. Test water, feedback. What could happen?
Anything really.
That's the point. Yet
Just
we love to control what can happen.
Mm.
Yeah, and really we can't.
Yeah,
We
it's
think we
impossible.
can,
We think we can.
but
And
it's just foolish.
and that's the unresolvable nature.
Yeah, and then it becomes automatic,
And
it's an unresolvable structure, like you say.
yeah, well, welcome to our time now. Yeah, welcome to society today.
Yeah, no wonder it's a bit of a mess. We're all kind of doing it. We're all kind of taking part in our own way.
Yeah,
unless we're not.
And they'll fix it.
Yeah, it's up to them to fix it, right?
The new world disorder. You can't fix it.
Work on yourself. It's the only
That's it.
really option.
How do you change the world? One heart at a time. That's all. There's no shortcut.
And it's just really coming back to who we really are.
That's
Not all
all it is.
the nonsense.
Yep.
Funny they say fix the world like it's broken.
That's right. Well,
It's the structures that are creating it.
That's right.
It's not broken, it's just out of alignment.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep. Much better way to look at it. Just swung a little bit too far. Pendulum's just we're just out from balance with it. Everything always is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too much disease.
Too much. Yep. Too much disease. Yep. Which means too much giving our power away.
Yeah.
Not in flow.
That's
if
right.
we're in dis-ease, you want to be in ease and flow.
Yes.
Or that's a possibility, at least, just to remember that we don't have to anything, but it's just available.
Mm.
Oh, I heard one the other day. I never really thought about that. Depressed was deep rest. Too many people are in deep rest.
Yeah. Deep rest. Jim Carrey, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like your body needs that sometimes, that deep rest to recover from things like the trauma and whatnot. Suffering.
Yeah, depressed. Yeah, it's labeling it as negative. It's not accurate.
No, when you label it as negative, it will become negative.
Yeah. Sorry, Allison.
If we label it as an experience, well, then we can work with it.
Yeah. And it's like your body's trying to tell you something.
Yeah.
Body, mind. Just telling you something. That's all.
Information.
Yeah.
It's like, what charge is information?
It's neutral.
Yeah, I hold it as neutral, and it's like, oh, that's how I want to That's how I want to react to it,
Yeah.
respond to it, which means, oh, I have to change so I'm not triggered anymore and not emotionally triggered.
Yeah. I guess being neutral is a key to that, to not being triggered. If you're neutral to everything, then it kind of dissolves the triggers. If you can if you can hold that space in the moment of a trigger, that's the, I guess that's the work, so to speak, or the opportunity.
Yeah, progress, right? That reveals progress.
And just remembering that in the moment, like, oh, here's a trigger. Oh, okay. Am I judging it, or am I neutral? Am I upset about it, or is it okay? Can I be neutral about it? So that's just a possibility.
It might be upsetting just at the beginning of it, but then you become aware of it, and then it switches to neutral.
Yeah, it's available. It's just
Yeah.
whether or not we choose that, I suppose, in the moment, or if we're aware enough to notice that and to choose. Yeah. So that always comes back to awareness, Allison. Always awareness.
Yes. Yes, it does. I can't, I can't get to anything before it, because really nothing's there, because it's like something, something comes into our awareness. The key is to see what we do with it, because that's aware of the aware. It's like level one. Level one is just being aware of what you're aware of. So it's aware of our automatics. Level one's just aware of your automatics. Level two is then looking at the opposite of your automatics and doing that.
Yeah, like the possibility.
Yeah. Which because that opens it up. That opens up what could be. So now like everything exists. You've just opened everything to exist.
Yeah, because if you're
That's
in
the
automatic, you're not really in choice.
Yep.
You're kind of in a automatic. Like,
Mhm.
there is no choice. It's just, this is how it is.
In another word for that, Will, is like it's just a habit.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a habit, which is automatic. It's a habit.
Yeah, habitual thought pattern and way of being as a result of the thought pattern.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the other word that one can use is compulsion. And the other one is addiction.
Wow. Yes. Wow. So accurate. Thank you, Allison.
I learned that from somebody else.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we just keep passing the torch, passing the flag, so to speak.
Yeah. Nothing is original, but there sure is a lot of uniqueness.
Yeah.
I love that. can help, but by thinking that how much this fireside has helped me. Wow, it's in so many ways. Open myself up, and up, practicing my English, and practicing awareness. And yes, wow, yeah. I give daily thanks for that.
And I give thanks for your heart and your willingness and your contribution.
Thank
And there's something else. I mean, as if that's not enough.
Thank you.
I know what it is. It's the word embrace, Chi. Your willingness to embrace. You have an enormous capacity for that. And
Yeah, I
it
just
is
found out that
really,
one of my strengths is is forgiveness. And this,
Mhm.
you want to help people out.
Mhm.
I didn't know that.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have found out without opening myself up like we do here. Being
Mhm.
vulnerable. Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah,
And the more
I'm still benefiting from it this year. So it all started almost like when I had the session with Jesse, and then it's like it keeps getting better and better. I don't know how I can describe it, but yeah, I I wouldn't be here where I am without this fireside and with what Jesse's been offering, and you all, and yeah, for a year ago, I would really I would panic, to speak publicly and all that, and all doubt and fear and all that. Really, yeah. Now it's like it's just evaporating. It's gone. Yeah, little by little, but yeah, it's like I'm changed, and I'm not going back.
the
I
more
just want to do
awareness we
more,
get,
be more. Yeah, with awareness, right? Yeah,
the more awareness we get, the more insight into ourselves we get, so we can self-reflect
yeah,
and actually
yeah,
do something about it.
yeah. Self-reflection. Yeah.
And it's not always a pretty picture we get, but then we can change it.
Can't remember
Chi,
if I cut somebody off, but
no,
I'm just so excited. Wow.
um, Chi. So, uh, our session together um, came about just before we launched with the fireside. So
Oh,
at the beginning of the month. So it's been it's been about 30 days probably since we had our one we
wow.
got together. And I say this is fundamental for everyone. What I the experience I opened for you. Would you give people an overview of what it was, what I guided you to?
Yes, I'll try my best to. Uh, yeah, of course, I will. Uh, yeah, just a sec. I had to turn the car off and.
Yeah, yeah. So, Chi,
Yeah,
you get comfortable. You go ahead. You go to how you get comfortable. We're going to come back to it. I'll talk to it.
yeah.
Um, So I say it's the most important thing for most people. It's it is when the whole self sees itself and allows itself to be whole. Now that it sees it and it's aware, it's like, as Heinz, you said, it's like you, I think it was you, Heinz, it's like, or Cheevan said, it's like, I can't go back. It's like, once you are aware of the unaware, it changes everything. And the best that I can describe it as, and we'll get Chi's take on it, is that we have a child that became separated and lost, and an adult, and the bridge to bring them to find each other. So it is really the wounding and the healing coming together. The abuser and the abused, the victim and the dominator. Seeing they exist only because of the opposite. And it's, the words are discovering your inner self. It's like, it's the inner self discovery. It's finding it in here. It's that child. It's you as the adult going back, finding the child and reconnecting, because it's like we disconnected from our source, from our light, from our genius. We disconnected it from some point, and we're coming all the way back around to reconnect. That's what this work is. So there, that was my best summary. So thank you for letting me practice going around it and then focusing in and being able to go right at it.
Yeah. Yeah, you said it all.
Oh, but I want to hear from Chi. Nobody wants to hear from me.
Yeah, what it opens up, what allowed me was to reconnect with my inner child and my younger me, with the whole scenery, where things took place, where I went back as you guided me, to be the observer, and to be I've been carrying this around, most of my life, and only, seeing myself as the observer, and you allowed me to be the observer, of myself, of the people who were, part of my story. And it was so liberating, to just, yeah, you guided me to give them a hug, and then that really changed the picture, to not seeing myself as separated from the other person. You know, it opens up so many things, and I it's just like the pain left me. You know, it's and and yeah, and I have the conversation with my inner child. You know. So it's a combination of being the observer and then to go back and communicate, you know, with the people around, you know, and with my younger self. To see from the point where I am now, you know, as the observer. So I don't know if I'm going around in a circle or.
Mhm. Anything else you'd like to say?
There's a lot of things I could just, but it's still on, you know, because I'm still processing it, you know.
Yeah.
From moment to moment.
Yeah. I mean it seals a giant crack.
Mm.
It doesn't fix everything, like it, but it allows you to start repairing.
Yes. Yes. Now I can work on it, you know.
Yeah. Like, yes, that's the big one. It's like resolvable.
Yes. Yes.
And what I hold for you, like as a overarching, came very early when we first met, and what really rang true for me was the power of your voice, your story, the
Mm.
help that you are. And you said, I want to find my voice. So that has been like what I hold for you as your higher intention.
Mm.
And so I watch, like that's the lens that I put on to view you, and I can see tremendous progress.
Mm.
And it is because of the word Allison contributed to is your engagement into it, your surrendering, your yes and so much you give. So I am grateful to call you my friend.
Wow. Thank you. Yeah, same here.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah, it really changed me for, you know, wanted to be better,
Yeah.
being the best version of myself.
Yeah, it's a special moment that I got to share with you. And it's like, no one can ever change that, take it
Yeah.
away.
Yes.
And it's like, just to be a part of that, you know, that's,
Mm.
I love that.
I treasure your friendship, you know.
I know. Thank you.
Wow. Yeah, and wow. I wouldn't be here, you know, without this fireside, you know. I was I would still be chasing my tails, I think. Run around in circles, keep repeating, you know. Yeah. Oh yeah. You triggered me, man.
Yeah.
Emotional now.
I'm grateful for Heinz for trusting to bring you to invite you in. So I mean, you both of you, you've been a mm, Heinz. There are many times that it was just you and me. So thank you, because I wouldn't have done very many times alone. I'm not that patient.
Who is?
Mm.
Yeah, I give thanks to Heinz and to all of our members of the Fireside. And
That's right.
yeah,
Yeah, and Yoda, can't forget Yoda. Thankful for Yoda. Pascal for inviting Heinz. Oh, it was just so much. I remember that first time. That's a joy. It's like I record them too for the first time because it is so much of a that's where we were. Because we can when we see it or when we hear it again, we go back to that moment and we can feel what it was really like compared to what it is now. So, gee, thank you.
Yeah, you're so welcome.
Yeah, and I learned that from another program. So I didn't create that one. Now, what I did do with it is that it's structured, but it's not a script.
Mm.
Your your heart leads that one. So the conductor's heart leads that process. You can imagine the delicacy that you have and focus that needs to be done in something like that. And I am quite angry at those that disrespect that. Because it is a very vulnerable moment.
Mm.
And you go in you can't judge what's going to come up. You have to allow it. And because it's theirs. That's the conductor's got to remember. It has to be in their words. They have to play the instrument. We help them with all the fine tuning, the focus, the arrangement, the position, but they play it.
That's the great thing about here. There isn't a one-way script of doing it. That's how we create something new.
Right? And without even knowing what it's going to be.
That's the part that's most funny. The not knowing. That's how we get the breakthrough we didn't even know we needed.
Exactly. Exactly.
If you know exactly what you're going into, you know exactly what you get out of it. But if you say, well, let's just see what that is and what it could be, then you open the possibilities.
You set the bar high, Jesse, but yeah, I'm aiming high. I want to be just like you, a brilliant, yeah, composer, not a composer. Oh my, I can't think.
Yeah, conductor.
Conductor. Yeah. Thank you.
What would what in your other languages? What would be what would be their word?
Almost like English. Conductor.
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 Chur.
Conductor. Yeah.
It
Conductor.
has one of those letters you don't have.
Ah, yeah, I did. So that I was unaware that even existed.
An O with a line through it
Ah,
from
porosity.
the right top corner to the left bottom.
Same as porosity. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Conduct. What's the end of it?
Sure.
Tør.
Cha.
Yeah. Exactly.
Cha.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
Conductor.
Yeah.
It's almost French. Got a
Yes.
French flavor to it.
Yes. Exactly. A lot of words in Danish do have a French flavor.
Thank you.
Some Dutch, some German. It's Germanic, so
Yes.
it has a lot of similarity with other Germanic.
In German, Ö is the same as O with two dots over. It's an Ö.
Like a break almost.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Because the Ö is also an island, it's like
It's like an island.
yeah.
It would as like a connector.
It means island.
Means island. Okay, good.
Yeah. So a lot of letters, single letter have a full meaning.
Fascinating.
Mm.
Well, so do ours.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. In big, A and but not very many. I.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
For that is the demonstration of sometimes even in their words, they have to go to their childhood language. So I encourage it.
There's the connector.
Yep, it is. It's the bridge. And it's like we use the language to find it, but it's in the emotions that we're looking for it. That's what makes us different. I think so many others are so unaware that they focus so much on the words and ignore the emotions.
Yes. Yeah, the feeling is the secret.
Yeah, it is. It's the Big Mac sauce. That's just because I love the Big Mac sauce.
That's how they, sell us products, I can't think.
They don't sell us the food because it's good for us.
No.
They're using pictures of happy people of people with white coats yeah.
They don't sell me food that's good for me. And what kind of food are they selling me?
Junk.
Profitable food is what they sell you. They sell you profitable food. Right? I mean, we think of it, that's as simple as it is.
Mm. around this fireside, the food here is, it's nurturing us.
Mm. That's right. That's why that's, yeah. Bless you, whoever that was.
Thanks.
That's me.
I thought it was. Look at that laugh. That was a cute laugh.
I am so cute. I know it.
Well, I do admit that I had some resistance to that, and I went with it, and it was like I had a little breakthrough going through that. So thanks for allowing me to release that.
I'll send you a bill.
Yes, thank you. Another $5,000. Add it to the tab.
Yeah.
Geez, you're getting ahead of me. I'm gonna have to
Mm.
really owe you.
What does that feel like? The universe will always give you circumstances, situations, people, and events that match the feeling you are vibrating. Oof.
What
Well, you
feeling
can
are
just
you
send my
vibrating?
5,000 to Joe.
Ka-ching.
Wise words.
Right, do you want to play a game? Yeah. Give me a number from
5.
1. Fine then. Right, I'm going to give you concept number 5. Ooh, this is nice. Who do you ultimately listen to? A, someone who has what you want and has been where you are. B, your family and friends who know better than anyone else. Or C, yourself and your own feelings.
Oh, wow.
All.
Well, you listen to people who have what you want and have been where you are, but ultimately you're listening to yourself and your own feelings.
If we had to put a hierarchy on it, Joe, I would agree with you.
Right, does anyone else want to play?
8.
1 to 900.
8. 8 was the request.
8. Okay, cool. Generally, where did most people make most of their money? Did they do it A, the way their books, tapes, and seminars said they did, or did they do it from selling the books, tapes, seminars on how to make money?
Ding, ding, ding. Is there another one?
That's it.
2 options.
A or B?
2 options. Yeah, B.
B. Correct. Right, I'm gonna go into
Joe, whose questions are more important, yours or theirs?
these questions are pretty important because these are DNA shifting questions. Like when you know these answers and these concepts, like your own name, your literal DNA frequency vibration rises.
Yeah, but when it comes to Joe's questions are more important, aren't they?
Thank you, Heinz. That was the answer I was waiting for. But I got the answer.
Final question. What is the genie that will grant you your every wish?
Me.
Yeah! Ding, ding, ding! Correct answer. We didn't even need the multiple choice.
$5,000, Joe. I will grant it to you.
You, your brain, or your mind. Oof. Oof.
Brain and
See-
mind ain't that the same?
That's how it's like it's different here, right? We come in, we get the breakthroughs, we learn how to do it, and then go make the money. Now, money, when I speak money, most people think of just currency, but no, money is so much more. Money is currency. It includes currency, but it's it's a transaction of help. Currency does that. It's our most common form of doing it, which means we can forget about all the other ways that we can do it. Joe, your example of it was a way that you created, not the currency, but money. You helped someone else make more. And in return, you got more, you got what you wanted. It was a lovely story. So it's around help. It's like breakthroughs are help. So when we learn to have breakthroughs, we help people with them. They want to help us in return. So it's giving help and receiving help. You don't have
The
to
law of
always
reciprocation.
attach currency to it. Not you, and I'm not saying anyone. It's like but I do. I always only saw it as currency. And that is a limitation. It's an addiction to our scarcity. Just a few more automatics we have running the show.
Sending blessings to you, beautiful people. Thank you for sharing this space with me. It's been beautiful to be with you. Wishing you a beautiful, amazing Thanksgiving if you're celebrating it. And yeah, thank you for everything.
Thanks, Joe.
You too, Joe. Have a
You
pleasant
too,
day.
Joe.
Stay
Been a,
blessed. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
been a wonderful Thanksgiving with you, yeah.
Been beautiful. Thank you. Delightful. Love ya.
Bye.
Let's recap today.
We've been doing some exploring in Chi's breakthrough and
Yeah. Peace breakthrough.
we've been exploring the awareness.
Be aware of being, the feeling of it. Power of the whole self. It's like a 1 to 10 rating. Yeah, give it an 8 today. It was a pretty good day. Giving and receiving was pretty high on the scale.
Yes, the expansion of giving and receiving. That's what I felt a lot of happening today.
Lots of compassion and gratitude.
Yeah, it certainly, make me realize there's so much to be thankful for. It was, great Thanksgiving.
Yeah, thank you. You guys all have a great day, and till next time.
Yeah, you both all have a blessed day. Have
Thank
a
you.
Have a
nice.
wonderful day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.